American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked out American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Hey, what's up everybody? Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for the first time in a while. Do the forecast video for today. As always, thanks to our sponsors, C3 Group, American Contractor Show, and Merlin Law Group, as always, for being sponsors through and through the busy season and even during the dead times like now. But we are finally starting the top 10 countdown of the 2021 storms. We had a lot of activity in December, and that really push things back a bit, and then we also had a couple trade shows and whatnot, so we're finally getting to it today. We're starting at number 10, and every single day we're going to count down another day for the severe weather events, so make sure you keep an eye on that for the next couple weeks here. We're going to break down a couple of events as well coming up. We actually have quite a bit on the calendar. IRE just ended, and that is not even close to the last thing we will be at here coming up, so we'll talk about that as well. And of course, it is a weather video. We're going to talk about what to expect this week for severe weather. Spoiler alert, I got a little sunshine icon here, so you guys are probably going to figure out what to expect this week. Winter time has really taken hold, and it looks like severe weather might be on a bit of a winter break. So we're going to start with the events here. And the first one, the only one I'm going to be at, is the 2022 hail forecast event that's specifically in Oklahoma City. We're also going to be presenting them 2022 forecasts at a bunch of other events, but this is the one that is being hosted by Hail Trace and will be the one here in Oklahoma City. It's going to be on Thursday, an all-day event, lots of different speakers. Should be super exciting at the Monteleno Event Center. You know, it's completely free to sign up. The link is in the description below. Go sign up with that. We're going to present the forecast. We're going to have lunch. So of course we have Derek. That's going to be the last one presenting the forecast, all the work I did. And then we're also going to have the chief meteorologist from KOCO. We do a lot of chasing with them. Damon Lane as well as Michael Armstrong are both going to be presenting some real interesting weather stuff. And we're going to have Jen Silver as well giving a presentation. I think a couple other people as well giving presentations. Should be a good time. Again, it's free lunch, free coffee and stuff. And of course you can get a lot of awesome information and get that jump on the 2022 hail forecast, what we're thinking for this year before anyone else. So if you're in Oklahoma, feel free to check us out at that again on Thursday. We also have a couple other events coming up here. Win the Storm is coming up fast. That's going to be this next week. We have the truck in there, so everybody who's going to or leaving on Saturday to go down, this is going to be in Dallas, and it's going to be from Valentine's Day through the 16th, so we'll have a lot of cool stuff going on here. Again, our truck is one of the main booths, so come check out the truck, come talk with us. I know Frank's going to be there, Justin, of course, Derek. I don't think Derek's presenting, but we've got Derek, Brandon, come say hi. to kind of show off some of the stuff we might have coming up down the pipeline here with Hail Trace 4.0 coming out in the next couple months. A lot of cool speakers. We got, if you guys like Wolf of Wall Street, we got the real Jordan Belfort. It's not Leonardo DiCaprio, but you know, it's the real guy. We got Herschel Walker, Jimmy Johnson. If you're a Cowboys fan, this is probably going to be a good one for you. I'm not a Cowboys fan, and I'm not going, so that's how that's going to roll. So come check us out, Win the Storm, on Monday through Wednesday. That's February 14th through 16th. And finally, if you can't come to the Oklahoma City event to see the hail forecast before we have it in video form in March, we are going to be at all the Highway to Hail events. This is a thing we've been doing with Company Cam in the last few years. Stay tuned with our Facebook pages. We have a bunch of different cities. So we have Dallas, Denver, Chicago, Nashville, and Orlando. And each one will have the national forecast as well as some more city-specific stuff. So the Oklahoma City one, that's going to be on Thursday. We'll have stuff pertaining to Oklahoma and breaking down some events from Oklahoma City. Dallas, Denver, Chicago, all going to have stuff specific to each of those regions. So come check us out if you're going to be at any of these events. February 22nd is Dallas, February 24th is Denver, March 1st is Chicago, Nashville is March 4th, and Orlando is the last one, and that'll actually have a little bit more of a hurricane forecast than that one since it is in Florida on March 8th. And this is a good test for my new glasses because those dates are pretty small on here. So that's what we're looking at for events. So next up, we're going to be talking about the top 10 breakdown for 2021. Looks like, man, okay, we got some Russians on our comment section here. And so we're going to start with number 10. I'll kind of give a little background of how we're doing this. We spent the last month or so breaking down all of the severe weather events that happened in the year of 2021. It was a fairly quiet season, so it's not just going to be hail and then wind, it's everything put together. So the number 1 through number 10 of all the events, we're breaking down damage estimates, breaking down some of the more unique events, but for the most part, it's going to be the most damaging events, the most impactful events in the United States in the year 2021. We'll also have an honorable mentions section that will include some of the other more unique things that Hail Trace doesn't specifically deal with. For example, last February will land on the honorable mentions list. That was a anomalous, very impactful event. So we'll have stuff like that in there as well. So today, number 10 was, for me, an enjoyable one, the Keller Austin, Texas storm on March 24th, 2021. Here within the office internally, we had a bet going on for when Dallas was going to see their first golf ball size hail report. I think I said March 25th or something. I was within a day, so I ended up winning some solid money on this. So this one was exciting for me. This was the first significant storm of the year. We had up to 3-inch hail. I think it was in Saginaw. A couple pictures here I kind of threw up on the map. This is the map here in the Keller area. We had up to potentially 18,000 homes were totaled within this storm for the, at least in the DFW area. Of course, coming up on, spoiler alert, coming up later on the list will be April 28th, which impacted a lot of the same areas a little bit more significantly. But we push ahead. We also had in Austin, Texas, this was much later in the evening, the University of Texas was impacted, and especially here in the suburbs off to the east of Austin, I think in the Manor and Pflugerville area, we saw hail up to at least 2 inches in diameter. This is the first time in a few years the Austin area had any real significant hail. And again, this is a little bit of a precursor to a much more significant storm that came a couple weeks later. So this is number 10. Again, the Keller and Austin storm is the storm that really kicked off storm season for 2021. We'll be breaking down number 9 tomorrow, so make sure you check out that one, and don't worry, there will be more than just hailstorms mixed in with that. So what's happening now here in February of 2022? We're not getting a top 10 storm, that's for sure. It is quiet across the country. The only area of anything interesting is in the Carolinas here and into Virginia. We had some ice this morning in the General Triangle area over by Greensboro and into the Raleigh-Durham. It's now rain, and then we have some snow up into Virginia. Nothing too crazy. This is not the major event that happened last week that spanned from Mexico all the way to Canada. It's just another storm system that should end up going kind of off to the coast as well by the end of today. Temperatures across the country, it's winter. We have cool temperatures, very cold temperatures, but that's normal for this time of year across Minneapolis, Fort Wayne, Chicago, in the teens and the 20s. And that cold air is all the way down in the south here into the deep south. Only 49 degrees here at the noon hour in Atlanta. But down in Miami, that's where Derek's at right now. It's 81 degrees. I'm pretty jealous of that because we've just barely gotten above freezing here in Oklahoma. This is more normal for this time of year across the Central Plains. You have temperatures in the 40s and 50s instead of in the teens and 20s. Thank God I don't want to have another horrible severe cold event. That happened around now this time last year. Doesn't seem to be the case now, but it is cool across the entire country, and with that it means it is dry and there is no real severe weather to go with it. So how long is this going to happen? I got the future jet stream here going for the next few days. What to expect, and honestly, cold. The jet stream, a typical classic La Nina pattern. We have the jet stream coming out through the Pacific Northwest, digging deep into the Central Plains and kind of going off the coast here into the Atlantic. This is a very typical pattern for the type of year we're having. And as we push forward to tomorrow, no real changes too much. Jet stream pretty much stays in place. Got a big trough here in the center of the country, and then with that, even more cold by Wednesday. It's going to get even colder, and that's going to keep all of that potential instability off into the Gulf of Mexico and not impact the United States at all. Thus, this entire week looks to be very quiet for severe weather. Great time for you guys to come check out a bunch of events we have coming up. You can at least see what we're expecting for this year on Thursday. Don't worry, this is not going to last forever. That's the only thing I can really say. So, of course, having said that, no severe hail, no severe wind expected at all this week. Today and tomorrow, same deal, nothing to expect. It's going to be quiet, and it's going to be too cold to roof as well. I know a lot of folks, you need to be at least 40 degrees to roof. It's pretty much, if you're in Texas and you're in Oklahoma, that's like the only areas you can probably get up on roofs. It'll be sunny out there, but you know, you got to get above that 40-degree threshold, and today's not so much great day for that. But tomorrow and Wednesday, I think you guys, you know, can go out and get some roofs on, especially in the Dallas area. So that's all we got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, I did start that countdown. Share these videos, and of course, get the whole list. We count down each individual day here as we get to number one. Put your predictions. What do you think the number one severe event of 2021 was, or maybe which one you might have worked, and what one might not end up on the list. As always, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, on TikTok, whatever it is. It's all pretty easy to find us at Hail Trace. You can give us a call at 855-334-4245. Get you guys ready to roll here for the next storm season. Maybe get some details about the new version of Hail Trace we have coming out here in the next month or two. Info@hailtrace.com is a great email to reach us if you're not a big person to talk on the phone. And as always, our website has more details. You can message us directly on there as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow, 12 p.m. We'll have a special guest. We'll have Justin on here. You know, remember Justin that one time? He's going to get another stab at it. You guys can go and roast him at the Win the Storm conference if he messes up tomorrow. So check that out tomorrow at 12 p.m.